morning, douchebags. It's me, Tetanus Face. I'm gonna try to make this quick or quicker than normal because I don't really have too much time. I just want to go about my day. I'm starting to finally get caught up now that I can make sense of all this bullshit. But the short story is, I think I got it all figured out because basically 2024 was never supposed to happen. Um, so that shut your trap bish or whatever the name is on Instagram is a Tiffany account allegedly. Like, look, she's basically allegedly tagging a whole bunch of influencers. I gotta shave. I don't. If I don't shave, it's gonna get even worse. Like every day you gotta shave. It's so fucking annoying. All right. So basically, Nico is a punishment. Possibly even they were trying to like drive a wedge between us because after her Moschino thing in September of 2023, she was supposed to be like she was acting to me like she was acting to me like she was gonna be done for a while, right? She had just done samsik. I was still mad because I didn't know about the behind the scenes shit, but I figured she had done something. I'll never do it again. What did you do? Can't tell you. You gotta forgive me first. Who says that? Anyways, so I remember specifically because that was around the time my dog died. When she was in Italy doing Moschino, she was like saying shit like she wanted to come over and fix things and all that bullshit. I'm paraphrasing, right? And basically, according to her, there's been a power struggle behind the scenes between her agents and her over doing basic ass normal shit like doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. So, long and the short, it went something like this. They were like, "Oh, she thinks she can turn down roles. She thinks she could not do Rick Ross videos when Jungkook, Jungle Book, whatever his name is, does um Usher crossovers. You know how bad that makes us look that she didn't want to do that. Now we gotta have a leg sticking out of the car instead of a K-pop whore in our Rick Ross video. All right, Tiffany, you want to play this game? Okay. Guess what? Guess what your next role is? Nope, not another K drama. Nope, not another prestige role. Nope. You're going to be Nico, a smut whore on a French indie smut thing, and it's going to be filmed by some wannabe smut director who would love to film you doing smut. That way he can finally get recognition. He's not just some nobody actor. He filmed Tiffany Young's first smut. Oh, what's that? You keep getting dumped by the guy that we told you you're not allowed to date in 2018. You're not allowed to. He makes you too free. Overskin isn't the way we wanted you to do music. Now you gotta do teach me. Do teach you so you can do a bunch of pop shit. That's how pretty much 2018 went because I spent a lot of time looking for her, and then like I was like, I gotta finish school. I'll pick this back up again next year, and I started finishing school, and they were like, now's our chance, make teach you. That makes no sense whatsoever for her to follow up Sam shit with Nico. Sam shit is a Disney Plus $40 million movie, whatever the fuck. She didn't want to do smooching scenes. Okay, big fucking deal, right? Was it in the contract? No. Probably what they thought is they were going to get her on set on Nico, and they were going to be like, hey, for the camera, why don't you do some things not in the contract? And she just didn't. She was like, I know what you guys are doing. I don't need your bullshit. I don't need your bonuses. If she would have explained what was going on, I would have not given a shit about the money. If she was like, I need this money to break this contract for operating funds because I have people that do all this crazy shit, and if I want, like, it really seems like, I hate to say, like, according to AI, the actors are probably pawns. The director is probably more guilty than they want to let on, which is why they deleted their Twitter account. They probably were like, we'll pair her up with this person, and then she'll want to do smut. Have you heard her music? It's so smutty, not knowing that her music is about me. Allegedly, not allegedly, it fucking is. Ask her. Anyways, so Nico is. I'll try to remember to show it all with the AI that makes it all make more sense. I'm not doing that right now, but basically, because she didn't follow orders in 2023, they gave her Nico, which wasted an entire year, paid her almost nothing, and put her in a position where if she does not do smut, then basically she cannot continue to act. And I think she said, "Fuck acting." Look at the photoshopped picture of her. She looks pissed. She's supposed to be in lingerie, and she wore jeans underneath it and a leopard jacket over top. She turned lingerie into a shirt. They had to Photoshop in the douchebag male actor. He's probably pissed about that. He's probably like, you guys make me look like a simp. Like they basically were trying to gut Tiffany and steal her fame. They were like, you don't want to do things we tell you to do. You think because you've got some money in your pocket, you don't need us? Okay, do smut. Follow up your big samsik Disney Plus with smut. That's what it seems. It seems like they punished her with Nico. It seems like her when she was in Milan and Paris in 2020, at the end of 2023, when she said, "My family needs you to have money," what she probably means is they're trying to pimp me out to some French indie smut, and I need to break contract. She should have said that. Why would she not say that? They probably literally tap her phone and her email and all that bullshit, which is the only reason why I'll be talking to her on video chat or whatever the fuck, and then someone will grab her phone and start yelling at me. How do they even know where she is? I told you, like, this is crazy. The best thing for me to do is to ignore all this bullshit because she seems to be almost done. And if she signs any more contracts, just be totally done with her because I don't need this bullshit. But if it's true, dude, literally, this all started because I fooled around with her at a party in 2018. We had such a good time. I wanted to do it again, and her handlers or management started like stalking me and finding ways to like, I don't know, like keep her away from me. I'm not even joking. Like when I went to California, why would she have to sneak into the event at the end of it? Like none of this makes any sense. Like I just bought a ticket and I went to the event. Why didn't you just buy a ticket and go to the event also? Why do you gotta sneak in at the end of it? You're supposed to be famous. This is crazy. All the bullshit, none of this bullshit makes sense. But the only thing that does really make sense is that Nico is a punishment. Nico, I think they call them compliance tests. It's like, oh, you forgot who's in charge. Okay, we give you your roles. You don't do our smut on Disney Plus. We give you more smut, less pay on a less glamorous role. Go be a whore on French indie smut. And she turned it on them. That's why she's been probably hiding this entire year was that they were making her do Nico and that she had a plan to turn it around on them, which it seems like what she did because as I understand it, Nico was made with grants, which means that like if they don't put out a finished product, then they technically are committing fraud. So they can't fire her for not doing smut. They can't change they can't change the actress because she won't do smut. All they can do is write around it, which means Nico's not in her own film for half the movie or more. They're trying to find her. They probably brought in that soy girl because she's supposed to be like a real emotional actor to like pick up the dead weight in the film. And then they were like, guy we cast to try to be like a male lead heartthrob, whatever the fuck. Your new job is to stand there and look sad the entire time. It makes everyone involved look bad except for Tiffany. It seems like they tried to literally use her. She turned it around on them because she has funding and backing, and her contract's almost over. You should have told me this. This is exactly what I meant when I said, if you tell me what you're doing, I'll probably just give you more money. Not, you don't trust me? You don't care about me? Not after you take a bunch of money and go hang out with a bunch of dudes in the studios. And now that I know how all this bullshit works, If you would have just told me ahead of time, I probably would have been fine with it. If you would have just told me how all this bullshit works, I probably would have been fine with it. You assumed I was making up that I don't watch TV and I don't listen to popular music. Your agent had you collaborate with people who are supposed to be famous. I just made fun of them for not having any real jobs and living with their sister. It's even possible, although I don't know why, it's even possible that Kevin, this dude was trying to help in his own weird way by getting her music stuff, but you should have explained it. You should have said, I'm X amount in debt. I need X amount of money. If I do XYZ projects, they'll let me break my contract. Okay, I don't care about that. Here's some money. Do it. You said by this date. Okay, have it done by this date. Just call me the day before I told you to have it done and remind me because I don't give a shit. Just no smut. Anyways, peace out.